Welcome back, and today we're going to talk about The Boroughs, and if you found yourself binge watching this at 2 a.m. and you want the truth about it, then you have come to the right place. Because in this episode, we are going to do a mini deep dive into the show, and before we get there, let me go ahead and drop this hook on you. If you had told me that the Duffer Brothers were going to follow up Stranger Things by taking Alfred Molina and putting him in a New Mexico desert in a retirement community to fight immortal brain fluid drinking boomers and this time bending alien by the name of Mother, I think I would have sat back and asked you what you were smoking on and if you were going to share it with me. But here we are. It's wild, it's emotional, and we're going to try to break down every single little twisty detail for you. So let's go ahead and get into the recap. We follow Sam Cooper, who is played by Alfred Molina, and he is basically giving us maximum grumpy widower energy. He moves into this pristine, sun-baked community named The Boroughs, and you would probably think here that the biggest problem that you would have would be HOH fees or trying to find the next fun activity to do. But no, we see immediately that a lot of Sam's neighbors start dropping like flies. So we find out that the picture-perfect CEOs that run the place, Blaine and Annalise, are actually immortal. Back in the 1940s, they found a glowing egg in a coal mine, and instead of calling the government or doing anything smart like that, they decided to take it for themselves, and it hatched into this creature called Mother. So they lock her in a lab, and they exploit her for everything that she has to offer, which is immortality. So how do you become immortal in this series? So Mother has these spider-like looking alien kids that sneak into the residents' homes at nighttime, and they suck out everybody's brain fluid, and they take it back and they basically feed it to Mother. And in return for all of this, Blaine and Annalise have found a way through science to drain Mother of her golden blood, and they drink that, which makes them immortal. But we see in the show that Sam is not fighting this battle alone. He teams up with the ultimate geriatric Avengers, including Gina Davis, Alfred Woodard, and Dennis O'Hare. Sam is an engineer, so him and his friends quite literally weaponize CRT TVs into this makeshift particle accelerator. So eventually they take this device and they nuke Annalise, and this is all to break out Mother. And the reason they're breaking Mother out is because she has this psychic ability to talk to a few people throughout the community, and basically she's been trying to get in touch with Sam to let him know that, to help her. But what does Mother want help with? No, it's not to conquer the world or anything crazy like that. Mother wants help dying. She is tired of this shit and she is ready to go. So Sam takes her to this underground cave of wonders, and I'm assuming this is where she hatched it, and all of her kids have been free as well, and they all join her there, and she's there for her one final blast, and she blows up and she kills Blaine, and her last dying gift, at least to Sam, was to give him a few minutes alone with his wife. I guess she bent time backwards, that way he could go back and have one more dance with her before everything went away forever. Or so we think. Because if you watched until that final frame, then you notice that in that mirror that Sam started to glitch. And I guess that's the creators sprinkling in a little bit of detail for us that is going to carry us into season 2, because it just has us wondering, why is Sam glitching? And to talk about that, let's go ahead and dig into some of the lore of this show a little bit. Because in my opinion, I think the show does a great job keeping the mechanics of everything strict to the world of this show. And what I mean by that is there is no big alien invasion that's getting ready to come or that's looming over us, or the reason that Mother got there. This is a simple, self-contained ecosystem, and this is where they're going to do all the exploitation from. Now, back to the glitching. All season, we saw that Sam was seeing these terrifying and disturbing and distorted visions of his dead wife. They thought that he was having some type of cognitive decline or drowning in severe grief. But what it actually is, it turns out to be Mother's SOS, we'll call it. Because Mother doesn't experience time in this linear way. And we find out that Sam basically doesn't either, because of his grief. He's basically trapped in the past, and somewhere in that frequency, Mother can pick up on it and she can speak to him through it. So that whole time that those televisions were acting crazy in the house, that was basically Mother trying to contact Sam and get his attention because, she wanted help dying in the end. And if you've made it this far in the video, let me know what you think now. Do you think Mother died in the end, or do you think there's something else going on? Because Sam isn't glitching for no reason. So did Mother pass off to him? Maybe he's father now. That was one of my theories for it. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. And one more thing that we have to talk about before we get to the review is the biology of it all. We've got the blue blood of the monsters that turn out to be Mother's kids, and we have the gold blood from Mother. Now, the blue blood represents this raw parasitic extraction of the resident's brain, while the golden blood was this life-extending serum. And one plot hole that I kind of noticed regarding the serum is how long does it really last? Because they seem to be drinking this daily. So do they have to take a daily shot of this to stay this way? Why doesn't it work longer? Questions like that. We saw Annalise ask one point in the show, she thought that you can get young another way. So there may be another way for them to stay young. I mean, maybe that was a little nugget left there for us. But all in all, how long does the serum last? Because it wasn't really given to us. And if it was, I guess I missed it. So please let me know in the comments if you guys know how long the serum was supposed to last. Because it doesn't seem like it lasts that long. Probably not more than a day. Because we even had this one moment where they had this peach tree that Art found and he ate the fruit. Or actually, it healed his hand first, but then he bit it and it turned him back young for a little bit temporarily. But also in that moment, the tree instantly died. And I'm not sure what the metaphor for that was. So there were a couple of little plot holes left in there, and maybe I missed them. Maybe they were filled in and I just missed it when I was taking my notes. So you guys let me know if you caught those plot holes and maybe we can fill them in together. But my thought on that was, it seems like a direct parallel to what Blaine and Annalise were doing to Mother, draining a miracle until it's completely dry and then there's nothing left. And then we get this one moment towards the end when Mother heals Judy's wound, and that's a nod to E.T., by the way. And it goes to show that Mother isn't a monster at all, and that the real monsters are the CEOs, obviously, but it's the human vanity behind everything that they were trying to do here, which is basically stay young forever. So is the Boroughs actually good? I would say unapologetically yes. I think Alfred Molina completely anchored the show, and he takes what could have been just a regular sci-fi protagonist and he added emotional weight to the role. And then the supporting cast is freaking amazing. Like, you have Alfred Woodard, you have Clark Peters, and they were acting their ass off. So in my opinion, it just goes to show you that you don't need a cast full of young people or teenagers to have a sci-fi adventure and make it good. Now, was the pacing perfect? No. It did take a little bit to get started up, in my opinion. The first 2 or 3 episodes do take their time setting everything up. But once you get into everything and get into the story, it really picks up and it's a lot of fun. And I will say that the emotional payoff at the end definitely justifies the slow burn. So I have no problem with it, which is why I gave The Boroughs a 4 out of 5 star rating. And I thought it was really, really good. And I hope you all watch it and let me know if you do watch it, what you think about it and what you rate it as well. But that's just my take. And now I want to hear from you all, and you let me know what you think about the show. Drop down in the comments and tell me everything you think about this show. And do you think it should come back for a season 2? And if it does, are you going to watch that as well? And then that cliffhanger with Sam glitching in his reflection, and it doesn't seem like he noticed himself glitching. So let me know what you guys think is going to come in season 2 when we ultimately get it, because I think this was a really good show and I think it should come back. But did Sam gain powers with that final blast? I think something funky is going on with him, and I truly believe that there are some remnants of Mother that got stuck with him, and I do believe that he is probably going to be, let's say, father. And listen, we are incredibly close to hitting that 1,000 subscriber goal for now. Yes, our goal is much bigger than that, but we're getting close to 1,000, so please don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. And thank you all for coming, and I will see you in the next one.